spotlight decided to snub what is going to be one of the world's most important and photographed events ever. And as if on cue, the author Omid Scooby Doo, Meghan's friend and mouthpiece, was pretty quick to release a statement that Meghan had decided to stay home in Montecito in order to celebrate her invisible son Archie's fourth birthday, which also just so happens to fall on May 6th, the same day that his grandfather, King Charles III, is officially being crowned. According to Scooby Doo, I understand that Archie's fourth birthday played a factor in the couple's decision. He went on to say that Harry's trip back to the UK would be a quick one, with the 38-year-old prince only going to attend Westminster Abbey before boarding a plane to come back to his family in California. But according to palace insiders, Meghan Markle in fact did not have much choice in the matter. In fact, she knew that William, the Prince of Wales, did not want her there. Meghan is telling everyone it was her decision to stay behind and spoil Archie on his birthday, but she's not fooling anyone, says the source. He's gone back on his word to her, and she feels like a fool. It's no secret it was William who wasn't keen for Meghan to attend, and he made it known via shared family members. If he'd gotten his way, Harry wouldn't be there either. Now, of course, nobody really likes being told what to do, and apparently Meghan is very unhappy right now with her royal in laws, and Harry's having to take the brunt of her anger. The insider continues, saying behind the scenes she's upset to be left out because there's no way on earth she would ever miss out on being a part of history. It's no surprise things are pretty tense right now in California, where Meghan is understandably upset that Harry's backtracking and leaving her and the kids on his firstborn son's birthday too. This outcome is upsetting for someone like Meghan, who likes to be front and center of everything. But what's worse is she feels she's on a different page from Harry. He publicly said he wouldn't go unless he got an apology, but now he's gone back on his word to her, and she feels like a fool. They had crosswords over it and aren't on good terms. Harry's hoping she will forgive him before he leaves for the UK, but for now, she's told him to just go and be with the family he seems to prefer. In other news, Women's Day magazine understands that members of the royal family let out a big sigh of relief when they found out that Meghan decided not to attend the coronation. William wants an apology, and until then, as the next in line, he has enough sway with his father to make things difficult for Meghan, says the source. The fact it was after the RSVP date was reason enough, but William really doesn't want to expose Catherine to any kind of unnecessary stress, and she is grateful to him for that. Now, I'm not sure what everybody thinks about this, but I know what many people think, and I'm including myself here. I am so happy that Meghan is going to stay home in California, and I think Harry should probably have stayed home too. It is interesting. I have heard people on social media, not everybody, just some people saying that King Charles was so bad for having his coronation on May 6th of 2023, taking the spotlight away from little archofficial. Seriously? I guess according to some people, May 6th is supposed to be Archie Day. And the people who are complaining about that are not pointing out that Harry also missed Archie's third birthday on May 5th and 6th of 2022 because he was out playing polo all day. The media covered it, and they were still there getting photos taken close to 7 p.m. The Polo Club is private. It's a 61-acre place, and it stands behind gates and contains two polo fields, landscaping, and also supporting equestrian amenities. It is located in Santa Barbara, California. And where was Harry over the weekend for Father's Day in June of 2022? Well, he was also out playing polo. All day polo matches, and then the trophy ceremony, and had to drink some champagne, had to take some photos. All of that stuff was shared on social media as well as on the press. So Harry decided he needed to be out playing polo. Well, all right, fine, but that day was not about Archie. It was about him and playing polo and the media. But now that he dares to attend his father's coronation on Archie's birthday, nobody is making him. In fact, he claimed that he was not going to go at all if the family did not meet with him beforehand, and Meghan too, which of course the royal family refused to do. But he's still coming, and yes, it will be his invisible son's birthday, supposedly. How could anybody excuse Harry by claiming that it's okay for him to come because he has to? No one is making him come. He decided that he didn't want to destroy his relationship with his father. I think he's scared of losing the title, so that's why he's going. Harry has said that he was always going to put his young family first and not pass on any genetic pain or trauma or whatever. Kids would always know that they were first. All right, Harry, yeah, sure. In a recent episode of the podcast Armchair Expert, Prince Harry talked about the genetic pain and suffering that he claims has been passed down in his family. He told co hosts Dax Shepard and Monica Padman that he wanted to make sure that cycle of trauma stopped with him. But to me, it seems like Harry is the one passing on some degree of trauma. One day, if Archie's real, he's going to grow up and he's going to see Yahoo, People, USA, US, Harper's, BBC, and even more saying that Prince Harry missed his son's third and fourth birthdays, one time for polo and again for his grandfather's coronation. He missed Father's Day for polo too. We also need to remember that a flight from California to London is over 10 hours. Now, the UK is 8 hours ahead of California, so it is very improbable that Harry is going to see Archie on his birthday at all. Why Harry's actually coming, nobody really knows. He's not going to be attending any events other than the coronation itself. It's a 2 hour event, and Harry's not going to be up there on the balcony. He won't be coming to the coronation dinner, and he will not see the concerts either. And when it comes to Meghan, well, I suspect that she was either not invited at all, or she is way too scared to show up. Because if it was for standing against the royal family, Meghan would stop using the royal titles that the Queen gifted them. Same goes for Harry. If Meghan really felt like the royal family was so evil, then she wouldn't have spent the better part of 7 months threatening and begging the king to allow her children to have those prince and princess titles. If anything, Meghan is just making it obvious, and she's a bigger hypocrite than we ever believed. Some of the sugars I know have the hypocrisy part right. Harry has trashed his own family for 2 years, and now he is running back to what he claimed was a racist family and Commonwealth, without the apology that he so publicly demanded. Harry is looking very immature and very foolish, running back to the UK with his tail firmly between his legs. It looks to me like he is getting weaker and weaker by the day. It's not a good look for a grown man, that's for sure. And even though Meghan has participated in emasculating him, I'm guessing she would still appreciate having a strong husband. I think all of this has been going downhill ever since they moved from Canada to the US. Meghan could not rely on Harry, so she needed to call Tyler Perry, another man, to try to fix her problems. When you cannot rely on the person you're married to, things don't look good. We all know that it's Meghan who wears the pants in that relationship, so I'm guessing she required Harry to go. After all, she's the biggest coward I think the world has ever seen. She's scared of the booing and no one really talking to her. Meghan simply does not understand how to handle that kind of rejection. But I'm happy that she's not going for one big reason, and that is so the most beautiful Princess of Wales can shine. She won't be under so much stress because Meghan won't be there. She won't have to look at her, she won't have to listen to whatever Meghan has to say. And I think William is also going to be much happier without Meghan there. And I suspect he is done with his brother. He's got his own family and his own life to focus on. And Harry is never again going to play any real part in his life. I think the king should really just do his job and take care of the people of the country and his family who are actually loyal to him. He needs to just let Harry go and live his own life abroad. Harry has already talked about that he hates the UK, he hates his family, and he hates the press. He's always